It says
wait
right here, wait a minute,
right
Mr.
now,
Wizard. Let me interrupt you for a minute, Mr. Wizard. It says right here, you believe in the final solution, which is black repatriation to Africa. Now,
Abraham Lincoln, but now look, I'm not going to be cut off in the middle.
No, but I'm not going to be shut off either. You're running around on a bed sheet. I don't have the bed sheet. But I just want to tell you, can you imagine, I want to ask you this question.
What's the story, people? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out a video that's very interesting. This came up on my own page. I'm like, I have to check this out. This is from 1982, and it's I can't believe when I saw the title. I'm like, what is this? Is this actually real? So this is Grand Wizard defense KKK policy on segregation. So I'm guessing the leader is called a Grand Wizard, which for me it's crazy anyway. Grand Wizard. But yeah, this is 1982. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my humble duty tonight to introduce you to the Grand and Imperial Wizard of the Invisible Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, Mr. Bill.
I'm sorry. I can't take him serious. If you're a grown man and you're dressing like that, I can't take you serious. I can't.
Wilkinson. Oh, Imperial Wizard, can you tell me and us, 100 years after you your predecessors set the South aflame with the cross burnings, lynchings, and other events, you should be bothering this country still?
To begin with, I believe a slight rebuttal is in order for your opening statements, or the opening statements that was made about the Klan. We are not anti-Catholic. We are not anti-Semitic. We believe in the white race. We believe that at this point in time that white Americans are being treated as second-class citizens, that the federal laws, the civil rights laws, have created a dual system of justice in this country.
Are you civil? It's civil rights. You're against people having rights. He's pissed, he's angry because people have rights.
Federal laws, the civil rights laws, have created a dual system of justice in this country. A set of federal laws that protects the interest of minorities, and local and state laws.
But Grand and Imperial Wizard,
if I may, of white people.
If I may interrupt, if I might be so bold as to interrupt the Imperial Wizard, it says on a sheet that you people hand out to the young and the youths of our high schools, it says, if you want to join the Klan, quote, I swear that I am of white, non-Jewish heritage. Are you fed up with special privileges given to blacks? That's a quotation from your own literature.
Absolutely. We are
well,
a Christian.
What do you mean you're not anti-Semitic?
We are a Christian organization. We also don't allow Buddhists or Muslims or atheists in the organization.
When did you take in the Pat Buchanans? When I was a kid in Dubuque, Iowa, the Ku Klux Klan, which was then fairly powerful in Indiana, about 1922 or 3, somewhere in there, you were anti-Catholic.
The Klan has had different views from time to time on lesser issues. The one issue we've never changed on is that of segregation. We believe that God has commanded us to separate ourselves from other races. In fact, that's not a unique stand. Billy Graham, just a few years ago himself, segregated his crusade audiences. He preached segregation. The Southern Baptist and the National Baptist, one was black, one was white. They practice and preach segregation. So we didn't invent segregation. We just still believe in it.
Let me ask you about something, and you did correct it, let me say, before the show started, something I was unaware of. But there are a number of Klan organizations, and I gather it is not yours, who march in tandem, arm in arm, with members of the American Nazi Party. Now, the Nazis were responsible for the murder, not simply of Jews in Germany, but American pilots, American soldiers. They're guilty of all manner of horrid atrocities. They have on their, I guess, on their record some 250,000 American dead.
Wait. Actually, I just realized this is someone's dad. This is someone's granddad. This is someone's uncle. Imagine. Like, I feel like I'm more pissed that the guy is getting airtime. How is he on TV on CNN? And also, I think the interviewer is taking a piss out of him because like Imperial Wizard. Oh hell, you Imperial Wizard! What's this, Harry Potter? I can't take him serious. I can't.
Have on their, I guess, on their record some 250,000 American dead. Now, why would any patriotic American, or one who calls himself a patriotic American, be anywhere near the swastika, the insignia of Hitler's Germany?
Well, as you conceded before the show, I did clear up that point. The Klan, the Invisible Empire, which I head, detests Nazis as much as we do communists. But I'd like to make one thing clear, that there's too much hype today about the Germans and the Nazis. Let's not forget that the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor and they led to death marches in Bataan. I don't believe that we should condemn all of the Germans for something that happened in Germany 40 years ago. And I do condemn what Hitler did to any.
Why would any patriot, someone who calls himself a patriot, and a Klan's groups with which I guess you're associated with members, if not the leadership, why would they march with people who march under the swastika?
We don't.
You don't. Why do your colleagues do that?
I believe, to make it clear at first, we're the only national Klan organization left. There have been those that have come and gone. It's sort of like the political parties, the Democrats, Republicans, American independents. They come and they go. They splinter and they regroup and rejoin. Right now, we are the major unquestioned Klan organization in America. There's some people that we have expelled from our organization that will start other branches. In their anxiety to get membership and support, they will join with anyone, including Nazis.
This is not your organization, doesn't believe that. But I believe a quote by you I read in a book on the Klan today. You were denouncing the quote, I think it was Jew-controlled media. Have you used that term?
I may have used that term.
It's a direct quote.
I may have used that term some years ago.
Well, what do you mean by that?
But as well, I don't mean by that anything at this point in time. I believe.
Do you know what? This might sound crazy. But people like this, I'm glad they embrace who they are. Because I would rather know you don't like me. Like, I would rather you be like, yep, I hate black people, I don't like you. I would rather that than someone pretend. You do know, like you work with people that are racist, that they don't like you. They do not like you at all. But they're laughing in your face. They're doing this and that. But this guy, Imperial Wizard, he's just out here saying as it is. At least I know once I see the Imperial Wizard, I know I'm not gonna sit beside him and I'm not gonna say hello to him. I wish people could be more transparent like this, because then there'll be less fight. Because then I will know, okay, he doesn't like me. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna go near you. Let me know what you guys think about that. Should people that, if you're racist, just let everyone know. Just sorry, I can't take him serious. I can't.
Believe that a lot of Jews are prominent in the media, but I believe a lot of Baptists and a lot of Methodists and a lot of other people are.
Why would you use the term Jew-controlled media? I mean, you don't run around saying the Baptist-controlled media is keeping us off the air.
I no longer use that term. This has been a number of years ago that I would have made that comment, and I'm not apologizing for what I might have said at that time.
All right, let's talk about blacks.
All right.
Why?
Wait a minute. I want to go. My brother came back from the airborne in Vietnam, and he told me, and that of the bodies that he took out as a medical officer, he said, 50% of those guys were black kids. Served in the United States and Vietnam. This was it was a crack frontline unit, and these were American blacks who died in higher numbers for their country in Southeast Asia in that war than did white Americans, as a matter of fact, in the Vietnam War. Now,
this is one of the reasons why I don't believe in, when people say, oh, fight for your country. I want to fight for my country, but why would I fight for a country that some people have this kind of beliefs? I'm fighting for the freedom of a country that when I get back to that country, some people like this, people that hate me live in that country. Why would I want to fight for that country? Like, why? Like, if you die, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I'm not saying to everyone, obviously, not everyone, but it's just, imagine being a kid, like 18, 19, 20, 21, I don't know, even 35. You're fighting for America. You love America. You're American. You come back, you've lost some limbs to this guy chatting about how you shouldn't have rights because you're black. I just fought for the same country me and you are living in. What? That's crazy. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what he's gonna say. He's gonna find a way to, go around the question. It's a good question the guy just asked, actually. I love the question.
Then did white Americans, as a matter of fact, in the Vietnam War. Now, how can you be against a race which contains people who are out there fighting for their country just as much as white Christian Protestant Americans are?
That's something else that needs to be cleared up, Pat. We're not against the black race. We're not against. We believe in free enterprise for this country. We believe that everyone should have the same rights.
Well,
right
Mr.
now,
Wizard, it says
wait
right here. Wait a minute,
right
Mr.
now,
Wizard. Let me interrupt you for a minute, Mr. Wizard. It says right here, you believe in the final solution, which is black repatriation to Africa. Now,
Abraham Lincoln. But now look, I'm not going to be cut off in the middle.
No, but I'm not going to be shut off either. You're running around on a bed sheet. I don't have the bed sheet. But I just want to tell you, I want to ask you this question.
You're running around in a bed sheet. I love this guy. Who is this guy? I love this guy. You're running around in a bed sheet. That's it. Oh, God.
You're running around on a bed sheet. I don't have the bed
I'm
sheet.
not going to be cut off in the middle.
No, but I'm not going to be shut off either. You're running around on a bed sheet. I don't have the bed sheet. But I just want to tell you, I want to ask you this question. Can you imagine this country repatriating all the black Americans that Pat just spoke about to Africa?
No.
I mean, what kind of nonsense
No, I
is
can't.
that? Well, what are you
sure
saying
can't.
it for then?
I'm not saying it.
Well,
You
it says right here.
No, that's your paper. That's not my paper.
That's your paper. I took the quote and wrote it on this blue type.
That's not my paper. Now, to get back to it, now just a minute. I answered your question. Now, I want to finish what I was saying. We feel that affirmative action is discriminating against white people, and there is no question about it. Two wrongs don't make a right. Because black people were hurt and discriminated against in the past does not justify the discrimination against white people now. And we're asking for an end to that.
Look, I'm against reverse discrimination. I'm against racial quotas. I'm against affirmative action as it's practiced. But you said, when I introduced you, I didn't say that your organization was. I said, historically, to most Americans, you're anti-Catholic and anti-Semitic and racist. In other words, anti-black. You said, we're not anti-Catholic.
Right.
We're not anti-Semitic. You didn't deny the racist thing.
Well, it depends on your definition of racist. I'm a segregationist, okay? I believe that God has commanded me not to mix with other races.
Right.
For that reason, I want to have school.
Bruh, if you believe in that, I don't know for you. If you believe that because of the color of someone's skin, you shouldn't mix with them, you shouldn't talk to them. What people don't realize is that there's only one race. It's the human race. The fact that we're hating on each other. Why? We're all gonna die. We're all literally, no one gets out alive. That's why I'm so lucky that I live in an environment that people don't see it that way. I grew up in Ireland and I've been shown so much love. I live in England now. I don't go through any racist shite. I go to Scotland. I explore Scotland. People love me there. Like 99% of people I see over there, they're white, and I'm so glad that I'm in an environment that most people don't have these beliefs. Don't get me wrong. Some people probably do. But I don't experience it, and I'm glad. But imagine living in a place. I think you guys said mainly in the south, there's some towns and villages that there's sundown towns. People are like, oh, Eddie, when you come down, don't go driving around them areas, because normally I explore everywhere in England and Scotland. I'm so used to it. I'm so used to, even if someone doesn't know me, even if someone might not they might be ignorant. People might be ignorant, but they're not proper racist. Like they're ignorant, but they're not racist. Most people down here, they just don't know how to talk to you. Like if you go to some tiny little villages in England, they're not used to seeing black people. But after you talk to them, everything is like normal. That's my experience anyway. But let me know what you guys think about this sundown towns. It's actually a real thing. But look at this guy. Look. With the bed sheet. Can't take him serious. Clown.
Schools where I can send my children to a white school. I want to be able to go to my white neighborhoods, to white businesses,
All right.
for those things. So if that turns I want to be able to go to. And for that reason, I want to have schools where I can send my children to a white school. I want to be able to go to my white neighborhoods, to white businesses,
All right,
for those things. So if that terms
can
me as
do
a
that.
racist, then I'm a racist.
Wait a minute, you can do that, but you can't have tax exemptions in your all-white school. And if it's
Well,
a public school, now black kids whose parents' taxes pay for that school, they got a right to go to that neighborhood school. Now, if you want an all-white school, all-white academy, you can do that right now. You just don't get a tax exemption for it. So what's your complaint?
You say you can do that. Now, maybe I can, maybe you can, but what about the poor people that don't have the money to send their children to private schools? They can't. They're being deprived the right to practice their religion because they don't have the money to send them to a private school. There's no reason why in this great land of ours we couldn't have a three-tiered school system, a black school and a white school and an integrated school, and give everyone their choice. We would have much less dissension, we would have much less racial problems in the school.
We'll have way more racial tension. What do you mean all white school or black school? No. Obviously, I know there's HBCUs, but HBCUs started. I know my belief is that HBCUs started because black people weren't allowed to go to white schools. That's why HBCUs started. And now there's a lot of white kids that go to HBCUs. And it's not like you're not allowed to go there. You're actually allowed to go there. I think that's the. It's not race. You're allowed to. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But yeah, I'm not wrong. Am I? I'm only just learning about HBCUs, but this guy is saying there should be just all white school. That's gonna be. You're gonna teach kids to be racist. What do you mean all white school? Especially when they're kids. What?
And if those people that are seeking to integrate the races in this country really were seeking to do the best for both races, they would adopt this system and let integration proceed gradually.
What do you think our founding fathers meant when they said "we, the people of the United States"?
Well, I won't get into that debate, but
Well, I know, but you're sitting here in your bed sheet telling us all that the only thing you're for, you're against.
You're really upset about my bed sheet,
Oh
aren't
yeah,
you?
I think if I were you, I would be so ashamed of myself. I mean, I can't imagine walking around in that silly costume, telling people to be against blacks and against Jews.
Have you ever seen the Pope and the Cardinals in their costumes?
Yeah, but they're religious and they're for something, and you're just nothing but against something, and you're against the very spirit of this country.
I believe in the same God.
You're
that the
against
Pope
the
does.
thing.
No, we're not.
You're against the thing that makes this country a unity and that makes this country great. And I think you're a disgrace.
You know nothing about what I believe and what
I
I
just
stand
heard
for.
what you believed.
And you think
Now
that's
you tell
wrong?
me
I believe in God. Is that wrong?
Do you deny that you said this? This is the literature you're handing out to schools, to school children in America? I just quoted this from your own pamphlet. Are you fed up, it says here, with blacks following you home, trying to beat you up?
That's
Do you
right.
deny that you said that?
No, I don't. And let me tell you, that happens more times in America than what you can shake a stick at. Blacks.
Blacks try to follow you home and beat you up. I mean,
We've had
really?
more racial
You're
problems
a damn
and muggings.
disgrace to the country.
No,
Oh,
Tom.
yes, you are.
I have a strong belief.
And you know
in
what?
fact-
You people
in
were
fact-
beaten. I don't know what we're doing in 1982 talking to you.
Well, that's your problem, Tom. But let me tell you one thing. I'm not beaten, the Klan is not beaten, and the white race is not beaten. No more than the Democrats is beating or the Republicans is beaten. They're all fighting for the things that they believe in, and we believe in something.
All right, what do you
we're
believe in?
earnestly, through the law,
Well, let's get.
Now, you tell me what you were
Trying to
against.
achieve
What do
it.
you believe in?
what we believe in.
What are you for?
We believe in God, we believe in the United States of America, and we believe that God has commanded us to separate ourselves from other races. Not because we hate the other races, or because
United States. You just said it. United. But you want to be separated. See, I've learned the older I get, I don't argue. Like if you're against my beliefs and all that, I don't argue with you. Because I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change what you believe in. That's why I don't get when people see someone that's racist and like, why are you racist? I'm like, why are you asking them? They're not gonna change. There's no point. Like obviously, if kids do something stupid, like I'm like if you're like under 15, under 16, yeah, be like, don't do that, that's wrong. But if you're over like 21, 22, you're an adult, you know what you're doing. I'm not gonna change your beliefs. That's Especially look at him. You think he's gonna change his beliefs now? Even if he thinks he's wrong, he's not. He's way too deep. He's the imperial wizard. He's the president. Wait, how do you become emperor? Do they do a vote system? Is that like do they have vice president? Do they have ministers? Are you meant to be a Christian, love God, but you hate blacks? Even when I hear blacks, you guys in America, some of you guys that live in these racist towns and villages and cities, I feel so sorry for you guys. I feel sorry, man.
Because we feel that we're better or worse, but because we feel it's God's commandment. And if you criticize that in our religion, then you're criticizing the Christianity for the last 2,000 years.
Lady.
Yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more interviews like that. I feel like it's really interesting to see how people felt back then. And I'm more intrigued to see, is there still Imperial Wizard? Like, are they open to talk on TV today? You know what I mean? I'm very, very interested in that. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see. This is really lovely. I'm glad I can deep dive into black history, black culture in America. It's beautiful. I love it. If you guys want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was something else. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.